Hello, Speed Gaming, and good evening. Welcome to week 3 of the league. No, week 4. I can't count.
Yeah.
Great intro, right? Week 4, Influ Keys, which many of you are probably familiar with from the main tournament when it was a featured mode there a couple years ago. Two really great runners here. You can see Andy and Jamo, you can see how well their teams are doing. Pugs are 4-2, 3 off the tee are 5-1. I'm Drossi here with the incomparable Fear Agent. How are you?
I'm doing well. Excited to watch my team.
Yeah. Cheer them on. I mean, this Andy guy, I've never heard of him. He can't be too tough of an opponent, right?
Yeah, it should be. I mean, Jamo finished second place in the inverted tournament that they just had, so hoping that that takes them far. But this is the second race I've come today of this mode, and we've had 2 races in the Invitational. We need Ether there for Meyer if we need to get in. And that first seed was awful, just awful. So hoping for a bit of a better seed than this one.
And it starts us off with the single arrow and a TR small.
Yeah, Jamo choosing to walk out and flute. Andy choosing to save and quit and flute. So
yeah,
looks like just a little bit faster. Well, we gotta resync these guys. So
I don't know the Influ Keys meta too well. Is Meyer Shed a pretty common opening just because it's 2 really easy checks?
This is the second race I've watched, and both races have gone that way. So I'm guessing it's pretty common. Andy looking for bombs to start things out to get to Hype Cave, but nothing there in the tree pool. Jamo going right into Thieves Town. That gives you 4 quick checks.
And Andy's beeping is showing us one of the reasons Inverted's a bit controversial. You're in the dark world with 3 hearts green mail. It's really easy to go down to 1 heart. So Andy managed to farm a bomb there.
Yeah, not bad. He delaying going into Thieves Town before he checks Village of Outcast.
Well, he's certainly got money for chest game.
Yeah, I mean with 80 rupees, I think you're fine. You don't. I think you don't need to worry about. Oh, okay. So if you missed the seed this morning, it was like I don't know, 90 minutes until they found their first sword. It was something ridiculous. I know that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but the first sword was pretty deep, and to get a sword right out of the gate feels pretty good. So
yeah, 2-minute sword for Jamo, and it'll be about a 3-minute sword for Andy.
Yeah, I know Jamo is really hoping for a better seed than the one this morning, but here we go. They did have boots in Thieves Town. I think at the end of the day, I think the runners from the first race this morning would have chosen a sword over those boots being in Thieves Town. So,
I mean, boots aren't as fun if you don't have a sword to charge around
for
with.
sure, yeah, especially in this early inverted mode. Oh, he missed he hit the wrong bush there.
Oh,
the left bush will drop the bomb for the bombable hut.
Well, looks like he's going to play dig game since we do have quite a bit of money.
So early on, we're just trying to do all of the checks that we can, that we have available, since the flute makes travel a little bit easier. We can get to pod, but without keys, without bow, there's no real incentive. And it does cost 110 rupees to get in there. So usually no rush. Skullwoods.
Yeah, and thanks to the flute.
Areas.
We do have some places we can go. I mean, we can even go to the mountain, though. That's a bit of a last resort. Jamo trying to dig up stuff, but
yeah,
really didn't find much in there.
1 rupee short of pod when we want to get there, but we'll get there sooner rather than later. That was a lot of digs, though. Andy gonna give us our first look into Skullwoods. So as an admin for this league here, What was your guys' thoughts about including Invrosia excuse me, influ keys? What was the thought there?
Yeah, we wanted to get inverted back in. This is only the third time an inverted mode's been in the league. Season 1 and Season 5 were the others.
Mm.
And, based on the feedback we got from about Invrosia and based on just general observations of what members of the community have said about inverted modes, it seems, I mean, inverted's always going to be controversial, but it seems like influ keys is the most popular of the inverted modes, so that's kind of what we were thinking.
Yeah, it seems to be the case. All right, so Jammo going to give us our first look into Hype Cave. Was able to get those 2 bombs out of the brewery there, so that worked out.
Yeah, Andy actually came down here early on hoping to find bombs and just do Hype Cave, but there were no bombs to be had down here.
So we're going to need to find something here soon. Just a couple more bombs. We've got a key to Turtle Rock.
That's 2 TR smalls and an ether medallion. Of course, we don't have Samaria, so even if we could open TR, we couldn't do anything.
That Skullwoods Big is nice, though, for Jammo, since he hasn't been to Skullwoods yet. So kind of, if that's something, we'll save him a little bit of time not having to backtrack there.
Yeah, 6 checks instead of 5. And this, because it's not an entrance mode, it does not guarantee a small key in pinball, right?
This is not an entrance mode.
Right, and I think it's only, and on VT, it's only entrance mode.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Turtle Rock Big. Oh, there's that hammer. So, a bow as well.
Bow, so, okay. Skullwood's got the goods, as they say.
So Andy's gonna have to come back after going to Hype Cave to get that hammer, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal. There's the Moon Pearl.
Wow.
So glove. We need a glove.
Yeah. And in the meantime, 2 TR smalls and the TR big, we have no way of doing anything in TR, so that's an awful lot of TR keys to give us up front.
So I'm trying to think what else is in Logic. Super Bunny Cave is in Logic, right?
Yep.
The first check of Agate Tower is in Logic. So those are things that we might see Andy do before going back to Skullwoods. We'll see how
the bow now gives us bow lock side of pod. Yeah.
Yeah, that still sucks. You never really want to go to a pod this early.
Right.
Without at least one. I mean, one key. Honestly, 3 keys is like minimum. But okay, so it looks like Andy's going to take that Skullwoods Big immediately to Skullwoods. So that's going to work out pretty well. And then Jammo going to get his bow and Turtle Rock Big out of here, right?
I would assume so. Yeah, looks like he's going to go down the same hole as Andy, the compass room.
I think Andy's just covering his bases, right? Like knowing oh, I should have done this. I should have gotten this before I went to Skullwoods. And in case Jammo did, I got to go here before I go anywhere else. Even if it was nothing, I think that's probably a safe bet to make.
Yeah, and Andy's been a little bit more efficient. He's now going to Stumpy, which we haven't yet seen.
Yeah, he'll lose some time here on Dig Game as well. 100 it takes.
Well, if Stumpy's a glove, that can really change things.
No, we saw Stumpy from Jammo, yeah. Nothing there. Doesn't want to die.
Ooh, that's bad because that was the Moon Pearl. He needs to go back there.
Yeah, I can't.
Probably respawn.
He won't leave. He won't leave.
Yeah.
But man, he's just damage is not a problem for Jammo. Just running head first right into everything.
Yeah, twice now.
Come on, Jammo. All right, so Andy with his digs to get his map, and Jammo in good position now to get his Moon Pearl. And then, let's see, I think Mountain was probably the best play to make next.
Okay, now Jammo safely has his moon pearl.
Yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, glad I didn't skip it, and that sucked. But I think we're about even on checks, and both runners gonna, I think, head up to the mountain. Oh no, Andy's going pod.
Andy's,
That's
there
interesting.
you go.
Okay, got a little divergence. Now this is a play that our team has been. I'm not playing this week, so I haven't been debating it. But Beer and Jammo have been debating whether or not you rescue old man. Jammo plays a little bit more
It's 5
conservatively
checks.
than Beer, but for
It's
pod,
5 checks here in pod.
yeah,
Yeah.
with the hammer.
Just in terms of, even rescuing old man and you can go over to Super Bunny Cave, it's still not that many checks up on the mountain.
Yeah, that bow is definitely suspicious. We'll see. Andy gonna give us a look into pod first. Let's see what the old man gives us from Jammo's side. All right, first check in pod is a map to Hera. There's a book, okay, that's required for desert access.
Right. That's the thing about inverted, remembering what items are suddenly hard required and what are no longer hard required. Like the only thing Mitt's hard lock is King's Tomb.
Yeah. Gosh, this just sucks walking all the way up here, and you really don't want to die either. All right, Andy onto the bow side now. And Jammo's just going to blind check it.
Yeah. Again, not too many things he can do on the mountain, so you've invested this much time, might as well just blind check.
It's a map, and you're kind of obliged to pick it up now since you made the trek for it. And it's for Ganon's tower, so it's completely useless. So good times. Good times. All right, got a big key to Misery Mire. And some bombs. Okay.
Finding all the late dungeon digs.
Yeah, I can't really do much with that right now. So we got 2 more checks into pod to see if this pays off. And all it would take was a glove. That would be pretty big, or a hook shot. Meanwhile, Jammon's going to give us a look at Castle Tower and then make his way over to Super Bunny if he can get through there.
Oh yeah, I always forget that the first check of Castle Tower is available.
Of course, there's a oh man, it's like, do you want to use that and then go to the back? I mean, not really. It doesn't really
I would use it and go to the back.
I know, but you have to go all the way around again. I don't know if you want to do that.
Oh,
and there's Cane of Samaria. Interesting.
Well, that continues to make me think that an early TR play might be in our future.
We still need something a way to get in.
Yeah, you need to either have the medallion and go in the vanilla way, or else have the mirror to come in from the Mimic Cave area.
Yeah. All right, so Andy is going to make the trek around. I mean, this is going to give him a whole bunch of checks, not in logic, but might as well do it. He's got to be careful here. All right, what does Super Bunny have? Got a small key to Turtle Rock. Oh, it's a 3rd key?
Yeah.
Okay, so where's our medallion for... Is it just on the pyramid?
Or a hook shot and a mirror. I mean, hook shot gets you to the east side, and then the mirror will get you into TR from Mimic Cave.
So nothing back here is going to lead to our progression directly, because it is locked by 3 or 4 keys or something, at least 3. And then of course, for this we need a fire source, which we don't have. So I'm just trying to figure out. There's the Hera big. That's nice to have before you go to Hera. Where's our progression? Is it pyramid?
Oh yeah, we haven't checked the pyramid. Yeah, what else do we have at this point in logic?
I think they're both going to last locate pyramid. I don't think Andy's going to death warp out of here and then walk to the pyramid. He flew to 5. I think he's probably going to do the same things that Jammo did. I didn't see what was in Aga Tower, but he'll probably do the same things, and then we'll kind of both meet over at the pyramid.
Chat's saying we've seen everything in logic except for pyramid.
Chat's never wrong too, so that's good. I trust chat. These towns small. Okay, that's 6 pod keys locked. Yeah, it really feels like Turtle Rock is going to be our answer. It feels like whatever medallion we're going to find on the pyramid is going to take us into Turtle Rock.
Or it could just be a big joke and pyramid has a glove and suddenly we have Light World.
Yeah, but that's less fun. I mean, that's the point.
I know. The game has been leading us to TR with all those keys.
Yeah. It's going to take us a minute to get there because Jamma's going to spend his time in pod. I don't know if he goes to the back. I don't know if he's going to spend the time doing that. But we'll see what Andy chooses to do. Three turtle keys, Samaria, and the Turtle Rock Big is super suspicious, though.
Of course, there's also the outside chance that we find Meyer Medallion on the pyramid. We
problem
do
with
have
that,
Meyer
though,
Big.
We can't get into Meyer, though, is the problem.
Oh, right, we need boots or hookshot. It's so easy to forget because it doesn't come up very often.
Yeah. Nice bomb setup there from Jim.
Yeah, you don't see that angle of a bomb jump very often.
Yeah, and there's a save and quit. So I think he's just following logic. You're going to come back here anyways. I don't think he really got much in the back of Thieves Town, so I think that's going to save Jamma some time. It looks like we're heading to the pyramid.
Yeah, I mean, what did Andy find in the back? Hera Big, and that was about it?
Yeah, maybe a Thieves Town small.
Oh, yeah. Neither of which do anything for us at the moment.
All right, what's it going to be on pyramid? Do not just be the glove. That's boring, right? Because then it's just go to Light World and look for everything. I want the whole point of Inverted is to make our runners dig for it. There it is, Quake.
Okay, that's got to be TR Medallion since we know it's not Meyer Medallion.
Yep.
Okay, game, thanks for telegraphing your moves.
I'm pretty sure it's the last location for Jamma there.
And it's about to be last location for Andy because he'll do Super Bunny Cave after this as well.
Yeah, and then he's going to have to walk his ass all the way back up the mountain again to get back to Turtle Rock.
Yeah. Well, that's what Jammo's doing. It's just that Andy's going to have to do it in quicker succession. Nice strats with the bomb to use iframes to get through the Lionels.
Yeah, you can tell that's someone that's played a lot of inverted. Get enough practice for that. And there it is, Quake for Turok.
Yeah, because Andy did get hit by the Lionel breath, and he lost 2 hearts, and Jammo only lost 1 heart from the bomb. No fire rod, though, so we'll have to skip the right side.
Yeah, but with 3 keys, we can get all the way to Laser Bridge. So.
Oh yeah.
So we want to see flippers and fire rod, flippers and bombos, in here.
Oh, you want the early Ice Palace play?
Yeah, force them into bad situations. Flippers. There's part 1.
I mean, you rolled the seed, didn't you?
No, I didn't roll a seed, and I don't believe in seed
Oh
rolling.
no, sorry, Jammo rolled the seed.
Yeah.
Now you've got all of chat wishing for bombos, because
Yeah, man,
Twitch chat always just wants the nicest things possible to happen to the runners.
That's what we're here for. All right, chain chomps. What do you got? Just some bombs. It's gonna be fun killing this pokey here.
No, for the key.
Yeah, with Quake, it's not that bad. And Hammer, there are ways to deal with it, but.
Do you steal the Poke Key just in case you never find the 4th TR small?
Oh, that's a good point.
Or do you figure that you've already got 3, the 4th one's gonna show up, and you check Lava Chest here?
Yeah, maybe you just skip this. Maybe even just skip the key, period. Because we're 1 key away from it being in logic, so. Oh, Jammo's saying I'm going to take all 4 keys. Oh, right. Well, Bill, we do need the 4th key because we're going through this the normal way.
Right.
So we're using all of the keys.
Right. If we had the mirror, we could save a bunch of keys, but we don't.
So Jammo is going to need to find that Turtle Rock's 4th, though. So that's interesting choice.
Well, that's assuming TR is crystal. We don't even know that yet.
That's true. Oh yeah, Gamma making a great point. Laser Bridge isn't even logic without the lamp yet, so.
Oh, right, because you have to go through that dark room to get there. And Jammo has just not quite enough magic to have Quake here, so.
Yeah, that kind of stinks.
He has to take the Pokies down the slow way.
Andy not too far behind.
Good use of Quake on the first 2 Pokies, though.
Yeah. All right, so we've got 2 more checks in logic, unless one of them is the lamp.
As you were saying.
Lamp. All right. Well, now we're going to Laser Bridge.
And this is, VT branch, so you don't logically need an invincibility item or the mirror shield for Laser Bridge.
There is a Hyrule Castle key. All right. Laser skips, anyone? Useless laser skips.
I think on this build, you take the safety door first.
So, I don't know what the logic is. Maybe smarter people in chat or Dressy, what the logic is with Laser Bridge if you don't have any safeties. Is it just...
Oh, this is VT branch, so the logic is it's fully available as long as you can get to it.
Yeah, I hope he takes the safety door just it's you just don't want to waste all that time. Yeah, he is going to take the safety door. Well, I hope if Turtle Rock is a crystal, that oh jeez.
No, good thing you took the safety door.
Yeah. I do hope that if it is a crystal, that that Turtle Rock big is or small key isn't too bad, because that could end up being the difference. We'll see.
Did Andy simply not get the Poke Key to begin with? Oh, there's the glove. Light World Access, finally.
I think he skipped it.
Gamma is now overjoyed in chat. Oh, and our first bottle, so we can hit up Sick Kid on our CAC trip.
Yeah, now we just spend the next 25 minutes opening everything in the light world, and then this is like where the inverted part kind of sucks. Now we spent 25 minutes getting to the majority of the checks now.
Yeah, I know that's kind of one of the most controversial things about inverted, that just like so much opens up at once as soon as you have your light world access.
What's interesting though is with that Hyrule Castle key, I really like this, is you can do Hyrule Castle, and because they got the Hyrule Castle small key and lamp, logically puts it in logic as well, you can just go from Hyrule Castle all the way to the back to Sank and then take that over to Kakariko. So,
which is great because Sank is really annoying to get to in inverted.
Okay, so I just missed. Did Andy died?
Yeah, and he didn't take the safety door.
Oh no.
Second bottle already.
Yep. Sick Kid's gotta have something. That's rough. That's a pretty big time loss there. I feel like every time I look over at Jammo, he's got like 1 or 2 hearts. Dude knows he doesn't have to take damage, right? It's not like a challenge, right?
But it does go to show that it doesn't matter how good a runner you are. If you're doing Laser Bridge on 5 hearts green mail, you probably want to take the safety exit.
Yeah, I think it's just as a precaution. I know he's done it a million times, but it's just in case of, right? All right, so Andy gonna get his glove here in just a second. Gets his shield. Glove is in the next check. And one more, and he's on his way.
I think this one was the fillet. Yep.
Or the bug net.
Sorry, Gamma's corrupted me.
All right, looks like Andy's going to take a similar path. The Hyrule Castle keys just makes things really convenient. Oh no, he's not. He's gonna go. Oh, he's going to Eastern area. Eastern. Interesting. Yeah, this is a nice deviation because this can be put off for so long. I'd be surprised if he goes into Eastern, but he can do the 3 checks at Saha and then just walk over to the castle from there. So,
and maybe Saha's sitting on an Eastern big for all we know.
Right. I mean, if it's boots or something big, you know, it's going to be a while till Jammo comes this way. So I like this. Also find out what our green pendant is. Talking by Saha. It's ice.
Well, so much for your dream of some big Ice Palace play.
Yeah, the dream died with the glove there in Turtle Rock. All right. Big key to desert. Okay. We know where the book is.
Yeah, we still need to be able to get to the book.
Yeah, that's just a hook shot away. Is Andy actually going into Eastern? No. No, okay.
Hookshot or mitts.
Yeah. All right, so that desert big is nice. We don't really know our crystals and our pendants yet. We just got that information about ice. Oh, and Andy's not going to the castle. He's actually going to go do Ice Rod Cave and maybe take this over to Kakariko.
Yeah, well, we have the flippers, so he wants to see if they lead to anything. I get that.
Yeah, I like doing these like a different style of checks, not just rushing Kakariko. It's good for us as the viewers because we really get a lot of information quickly, but just gonna see if any of those flippers lead to any early checks. All right, so all we've gotten, I think, really is that big key in Zelda Cell on Jammo's side. Andy has gotten some hearts. But is it going to give us some more checks here? There's another heart. He's not going south. His routing is wild. It's not bad. I just don't feel like I can predict where he's going to go next. I think he's going one way and he goes another way. I love it. Back gives us Bombos. All right.
So maybe we do go into ice.
Yeah, it is a possibility. And he's going to check the 5-6 crystals. We got Skull Woods and Tower of Hera. Okay.
Ice is, in fact, the only thing Bombos does for us, because...
Yeah. Ether is required for Meyer.
Right.
All right, so Jammo coming out of Sanctuary gets a compass to Meyer, and now he'll take this all the way to Lost Woods and down to Kakariko and kind of route in the giant circle.
Oh, right, Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah.
Easy to forget with the weird map layout for Inverted.
The boots. Don't
Good
forget
thing you
that.
didn't forget it.
Yeah. All right, so 30 minutes in, we can start dashing around. Gotta feel pretty good.
Yeah, and that's a good 5-minute boot advantage over Andy, which isn't huge, but it's also not nothing.
Yeah.
And now you're out in Bonk Rocks. You definitely scout Lumberjack at this point.
Definitely scout. Yep, for sure. Another useless map.
And again, since this is VT branch, officially you need the map and compass for a dungeon for the dungeon prize to be in logic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're still on that logic.
Nothing from the crabs. We're gonna have to kill Aga today. Maybe. Possibly. It's a small key. Unlikely, but it's a possibility.
Well, if it's the 4th TR small.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I'm still a little surprised that he chose to do that check. It just requires... I mean, I think he was thinking I don't need to go to Laser Bridge, right? Oh, there's the GT Big.
Well, you're not missing that.
That's just a big uh-oh. So definitely gonna be able to look out for Turtle Rock 4. And he's setting up.
Or else Turtle Rock map to tell us that it's a pendant.
Yes, that's the real hope. And here's the Desert Big for Andy. All right, Gemma's gonna give us a whole bunch of checks here in Kakariko, and Andy is gonna be following at this point. Because he's going to go through Castle just the same way Jammo did. And then get those boots and then make his way to Kakariko. So there's our pod big. So finding a lot of big keys early is nice.
Yeah, we still only have that one pod small, but since Jammo didn't spend it, he could actually rush Helma if he wanted to.
Yeah, he's not. At this point, there's no way you're heading back to pod right now.
You expect to find other pod smalls along the way.
All right, what does the well have for us? Some more cash. Some more cash.
Slowly working our way towards Zora money, which is a really annoying check in Inverted.
Yeah. I mean, the item that you're really looking for when playing this mode is the mirror. All right, Andy through now. Our castle should be on his way to the boots shortly. Chicken Hut, what do you got? Nothing.
And Bottle Vendor just gave us a 50% refund.
Yeah. Did pick up a couple bottles, so we'll check with Sick Kid as well as check the tavern.
Would be kind of funny if we had Mushroom right now and could fake powder magic bat.
Yeah. Though I doubt either one of these guys would do that. Zora money. Thank you, Sick Kid.
Yeah, so I think now you do the South Shore checks.
It's a hard container. Jamos takes a lot of damage, so why not pick that one up? Yeah. Take the time to pick that one up.
Yeah, with how he takes damage.
Are you blind checking here, or are you just going to check? He's not blind checking.
Especially with boots. Ooh.
Well, gonna need that
Get
one.
that for Meyer.
Yeah. So Meyer's actually an option.
Right.
Yeah, we need three keys for the left, but we can get in.
We can get the
big
bid
key. Yeah, it can kill the boss. So not the best equipment to do it, but it's possible.
Yeah, who would have thought our first logically available boss would be Vitreous?
So Andy's skipping out on the lumberjack check, which is going to save him time. It is, a key, and we don't really know what that means.
Speaking of a key,
Here we go. Another pod key. 6 of those out there, so.
And that's our second.
So I think Jamo is basically just literally going to do, he's completed the circle, started at 4, went into the light road from there, went all the way around through the Hyrule Castle, and is back now at the dam. And then we'll probably head over to Mini Molder Cave, Ice Rod Cave, and then do those flipper checks. So.
Yeah, both. With how annoying the flipper checks are to get to, and we have the flippers to actually put them in logic.
Right. So where's our progression? Where are we going to go next after we do all this stuff? It feels like we need to find something.
I mean, I'd be tempted to do Meyer. I know it's not the greatest equipment, but...
Yeah.
Mirror would be nice because then we could combo it with the desert checks.
Yeah, that's really what you're looking for, is that mirror. And maybe we'll find that here in Mini Molder Cave. So Andy cleans up Kakariko. Small key to GT. There's some bombs. 10 arrows. Ice Palace key. Okay.
And we do obviously have several checks logically available in ice. The boss
Yes,
isn't in
true.
logic without the big,
Yeah.
but we could certainly get there anyway.
Yeah. I don't know, is Meyer more attractive than Ice? I don't know. There is another pod key. That's 3. Okay. Pod's getting a little bit more attractive. Give us like one more key, and I think pod could be a play. At that point, though, you might be just waiting for that 5th key to check everything. Jamo's a very thorough runner, doesn't like to skip a lot of stuff, so makes sense that he's going all the way to Hobo here.
Yeah, which of course Andy also did. Though Andy did not do the other flippers checks.
Yeah, I imagine Andy's going to kind of end up in the same position, though. He's going to probably follow this around and do the dam to Mini Moldrum Cave as well.
Yeah, I think Andy's death on Laser Bridge is a decent chunk of the time difference between the runners right now.
Yeah. I mean, Andy has checked the back of Pod, so he is up that. But yeah, the death there in TR definitely didn't help. All right, what do we get? Maybe a blue here would be nice. Nice. I would.
You just keep calling them. I mean,
definitely throwing this one in too. Yeah, you're getting 2 free blues when you're, this actually helps. Let's say we go to ice, go to Mire. We've got a little bit of safety now, and it didn't cost us anything. So definitely worth the time there, I would say. There's a small key.
Yeah, another one.
I just keep looking at Jamo's tracker as he picks these up, because he's auto tracking, of course, and looking for that Turtle Rock small. Again, Turtle Rock might be a pendant. We might never have to go back, but I am worried about it.
I bet the one on Zoraled's going to be Pod 4.
Oh, that makes sense. All right, so Andy giving us a different check. Instead of going to Mini Moldrum Cave, choosing to go over to Desert, despite knowing where the book is. It does give him a couple checks here. He can see what's on the ledge if he wants. And then there it is. There's Pod 4.
Told you it was Pod 4.
Yeah.
I mean, once the game starts giving you Pod Smalls, it just keeps giving you Pod Smalls.
Yeah. Let's see where Jamo wants to head now.
Okay, he's doing Pod on 4 Smalls. Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Man. Oh, that sword there in Enos Cave was real nice. That's a nice pickup there for Andy.
I'm sure Jamo gets it eventually, but it's nice to have that sooner rather than later.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know how I feel about Pod on 4 Smalls. I feel like you're so close to that 5th one, right? Like, there's a key on the ledge. So he's going to either choose between Harmless Hellway and Vanilla Big Key Chest, and it's going to be the back because you can do that all in one go and never have to go back there again. Does that make sense? Nice hammer dashes from Jamo, doing that quite a bit and looking pretty good doing it. So. All right, so Andy is following the route, but he just made that quick little detour and was rewarded with a sword. So that's got to feel pretty good. It kind of stinks to go all the way over there, but the fact that he got a sword out of it, he's got to be feeling pretty good about that.
At least he went over there with boots. It really stinks if you have to go over there without boots.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so going to get some new information here on the helmet kill, whether or not it's a pendant, and then if it's got an item as well.
At this point, you just assume that the other 2 Pod Smalls are out there somewhere, and we'll put this in logic.
All right, so just going to hammer away, using spin speed to extend his hammer there a little bit.
Pod's favorite number is 17. 17 seconds for the cutscene and 17 hammerheads to take off the mask.
Oh, interesting. All right, you think this is a crystal or a pendant?
Crystal.
Okay. It's a heart container and a crystal.
Yep.
Nice. So, crystals that we know, Pod, Hera, Skullwoods. Oh, look at Andy's going. What's he doing?
Oh,
he's upgrading his arrows. This tells me Mire, right? This tells me you're going to Mire.
Yeah, 35 is exactly enough wooden arrows to kill Vitreous if you don't miss.
Yeah. I like it. I think I like the Meyer play more than I like the pod play. Just because you're one key away from full clearing it and never coming back. But either way, we are going to get one more check here. Harmless Hellway from Jammo. So
I'm sure having fun with those bees.
yeah,
he wants his second blue goo after finding the first one.
Definitely. Especially, you're going to Meyer, don't have a ton of hearts. You definitely want to do that for sure. Okay, Harmless Hellway, what do you got? Blue Bale. Okay. Not progression, but not the worst item to find.
Unless you're trying to death warp.
Yeah, that's true.
I know, like, Zelga hates getting male upgrades before he has the mirror.
Sure. All right, so there's another pod key for Andy. I think we all saw all this stuff from Andy when he was here earlier.
I don't think Andy had the big key at the time, did he?
Maybe you're right.
I mean, it was just bombs, so he didn't miss anything. Small amount of new info.
All right, so I think it's possible that both of our runners end up in Meyer at the same time here. So I think your choices are Ice or Meyer. With the Meyer big key on hand, I feel like that may be a little bit better. Yeah, that's GMO is in agreement and is heading there right now. So
I mean, you could dive Eastern without the big key, but
no,
I don't think anyone wants to do that.
Nobody's choosing to dive Eastern without the big key unless your name is like Julo or something.
So I've got a bit of convergence for all that. All
right, so for a change, Andy going to give us some new checks here. We got the big key to Thieves Town. All right, that's fully clearable and not fully in logic. The Thieves Town small was 6 pod keys locked, so not a big deal. You're still going to do it. Just something to keep in mind.
Right, and having that Thieves Small also means that there's nothing keeping you from doing it. You're not going to second guess anything.
I wonder if you just go straight to Vidi and just come back in later. I don't know. I mean, the left side is locked by 3 keys and they have 0.
Right, and even stuff like Lobby Chest, I believe, is locked by 1 small. Oh, no, it's locked by 1 small or the big, and we have the big. I can never remember that logic.
I think there's another GT small. I think it's super reasonable to skip the cutscene, but Andy's going to do it. So
Andy's being thorough. And you said Jammo tends to be thorough, so it wouldn't surprise me if he goes there too.
Yeah, I think we'll see both runners do that.
Having to light the torches with the lamp the way the game actually intended you to.
For sure. Yeah, and Jammo's heading over as well. Andy looking to have an easier fight with Vidi though, with both more arrows and that Master Sword. What was that? I totally looked away when he picked it up.
Oh.
Tracker.
Yeah, it wasn't anything noteworthy.
Heart.
Okay.
Sync Heart's nice for Jammo because he does need a refill.
He always needs a refill.
He barely does, yeah. Another heart piece that gives Andy to his second row.
And Jammo to the second row.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So I think he'll get his, looks like he's got 3 pieces, maybe 2. Andy should make up some time here on the video fight. There's the ice rod.
Now we can think about whether TR is a crystal and where the 4th is. Andy realizing he doesn't have any smalls and has to go around. He'll just hover.
All right. Gotta show off.
I've seen him hover this many times. Jammo hovers, right?
Yes, but not consistently enough to where he's going to do what Andy's doing by wasting time. Failing
well, Andy isn't having a good time doing what Andy's doing either.
And Jammo already realized I don't have the keys, so. I did flute over here. Did they remember to set up Spooky?
With what, Fire Rod?
Yeah.
At least I've never heard of Ice Rod Spooky. Someone will probably discover someday how to do Ice Rod Spooky.
Okay, so what's next? Thieves Town, right? We got the Thieves Town big, got the Thieves Town small.
Yeah, right. The Thieves big was really our big find here in Meyer. And even though Andy went and bought all those extra arrows, he's using sword spins.
Yeah, you got the 2 potions, right? Like, take advantage of them. You have to be careful. These do a lot of damage. But nicely done there by Andy. Not having to use any of his extra arrows or his potion. So none of it was required or needed. But he's still taking care of it. Jammo going to use hammer strats. So just go up, start hammering, and then use your potions. So also a really valid, good way to fight.
Yeah. I mean, I also know some people will just chuck bombs.
Yeah, but that's super slow. We're trying to go fast here. And Jammo did a really nice job. That was a really, really well done fight. Also not using any of his potions as well, so good job.
And able to do it without the arrow upgrade.
So we did get another crystal. That's crystal
and as you
2
said,
for Jammo.
Thieves is the obvious next place.
Yeah,
so that's where
for
Andy
sure.
is.
Looking for a way on the mountain. So like the mirror, so hook shot would be really nice. The mirror, of course, would be really nice. Mitts would be okay.
Mitts would still get us Hera.
Yeah. Do you think you can do a prediction? Are you able to do predictions in chat?
Yeah, I can run a prediction. What are you thinking?
Turtle Rock, is it a pendant or a crystal? There's a Meyer key in Upper Thieves Town. Okay. Don't need that. Done with Meyer. Never going back. Full cleared that sucker. Missed the bomb. Do it twice.
Okay, well, we'll give you a nice long 5 minutes to bet on that because I don't think anyone's gonna find out before then.
Yeah, even if they pick up the map, they're not gonna check it right away. I mean, my vote as a member of 3 Off the Tee is pendant. I hope at least.
Well, we have 2 pendants and 5 crystals outstanding. neither of these runners talk to the bomb vendor. Though you do need the mirror to return the big bomb.
Yeah, Andy did talk to the bomb vendor.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, we see Hera and Skullwoods on his map there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's the Turtle Rock 4. All right.
Oh, okay. Jamo's bailed out.
That's huge.
But it's logically behind 2 more pot smalls.
Yeah, yeah.
We still haven't seen any sign of that fire rod, and since we know Skullwoods is a crystal, we will absolutely need the fire rod.
Yeah, for sure.
And he just, like, shooting off the ice rod, because why not?
Yeah. Yeah, so ice probably next if we don't find anything of real value here on blind, which we probably won't. Oh, never mind. There's hookshot.
Okay, that
and it's
opens.
a pendant. Yeah, so
Yeah,
now
that
we're
opens Light Mountain.
We're going to the mountain. Yep. Now we head right up to the mountain.
We can grab the book, we can check Ether Tablet, do Hera. So Jamo can't pull Ether Tablet if there's something useful on it.
That's true. Yeah, he hasn't been to Agina's cave, but there's got to be a sword up here, right?
You would think. I mean, there's at least a dozen or so items we can get up here.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Andy into the light world on the mountain. Let's take a look at Paradox. Mountain just sucks to route. I mean, they're going to do Hera. They'll get that book. They've got the Hera big, so it's all in logic. I don't know.
Oh, right, we're going to want to do Hookshot Cave before we go over into the light world. No, we're already in the light world.
Yeah, we're in the light world. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, it really does suck because then, unless the mirror turns up, you have to save and quit to then do Hookshot Cave.
Yeah. All right, so desert is a crystal.
Desert is also, yeah.
Yep. Which is clearable once they get that book over on Spec Rock, which they can get now.
So that gives us knowledge of 5 crystals, right?
Yeah, we don't know about Eastern. We don't know about Swamp.
And we don't know about TR.
TR, yep. Just some money, but there's an Eastern map, so that gives us some good information as well. Pendants are going to start showing
really
up.
Still really want that Eastern big key.
Yeah. But yeah, they'll do the mountain stuff here. Hookshot Cave just really sucks because you have to, unless they get the mirror. Eastern is another. That's our last pendant. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, so process of elimination.
Turtle Rock is a crystal. So we might not need that Eastern big key then. All right, what's on the torch here? Half magic. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. So,
it's like one of those things that you'd really like to have it. Especially this, there's a good 30 minutes left in the seed, probably 25 minutes.
Though at least we have the lamp, so it's not like it'll be the difference on the Ganon fight between Fire Rock.
It's just a nice safety that I wouldn't mind having. And Jamo's not going to have it unless he can find a sword, maybe in Spiral Cave or something.
Or in Hera.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Okay, so what are we looking for? We can beat Desert, right? We can beat Hera. We need the Fire Rod for Turtle Rock and Skullwoods. And we need the mirror for in swamp small. Mirror swamp small.
Right, I guess that's really all.
Yeah, because we've got the swords. We know where the second sword is.
Yeah, Andy also doing a sword spin Moldorm fight. Jammo's going to have to use the hammer here.
Gets rewarded with blue mail.
Which will be red for Jammo.
Yeah.
So Harrow was a 5-6, right?
Harrow is a 5-6. Skullwood's being the other one. So we need the fire rod to get to the pyramid. So as far as small keys go, I'm thinking about lumberjack. The only thing that would be bad would be the swamp small being there. Everything else.
So the swamp small is also the only thing of use that could be in the pyramid.
Oh, Jim getting bullied.
Yeah, middle.
Oh boy, that's tilting.
The devs were really cruel when they put in that middle hole to drop you 2 levels.
For sure. Alright, so Andy heading back around is going to do Mimic Cave, which Jammo, I believe, already did.
Yes, I don't think it was anything, but he did it.
Revenge.
And that's crystal number 3 for Jammo.
Yeah, so he'll pick up his book, he'll check Ether, he'll do Spiral Cave, and then I think we head to Desert, right? We don't have the Desert small. I think that might be the only hesitation. I mean, Ice Palace is kind of interesting. Spike Cave is no, you're not gonna do Spike Cave. Hookshot Cave is just kind of super isolated, unfortunately.
Yeah, and Hera is so annoying to get to in Inverted. There is no way Jammo is going back for that.
Yeah, he's never
magic.
He's never gonna have magic. Not a huge deal, but it's just the safety that's always nice.
Andy skipped Hookshot Cave. I wonder if Jammo will bother with it or if he's going to go straight to Desert area.
Yeah, I think you go to Desert. So can't get the couple things on the right side.
Jammo is doing Hookshot Cave.
Interesting. Okay. Mirror would be nice here. Fire Rod would be big. Yeah. I mean, Rule of Fire's got to happen soon, right? We've got Bombos. We've had it forever. There's no other reason to have it.
So the Fire Rod's an ice, of course. Pendant ice.
Of course. $300. Don't need that. All right, what do we got in here? $50, and in the big chest we've got a heart container. There's a small key. Skull Woods. One more check. What do we got?
Is that our first Skullwood small? It is. Though I think both runners saved their Skullwood small from the pot.
Yeah. Oh, we're going ice.
And we now have all 3 Meyer smalls accounted for, though we know there wasn't anything there.
Okay, so playing with Jammo, one thing he tends to forget and gets very angry about is hitting the switch because he doesn't have the ice big key. So let's see if he remembers to do that.
Oh yeah, you have to hit the switch. or you're gonna be very unhappy.
Nicely done there. It's rewarded with a map to ice. Fun. Good times.
Hey, it's a pendant. What do you know?
Right. I think that gives him all the information now.
Right, he never did ask Saha.
All right, so he's not hitting the switch.
Oh
Just-
no.
Yeah, just a note.
I mean, there's always a chance that the big key is in ice. Or else we hope that neither Cold Stare nor Saha have anything.
A shovel. I mean, everyone in chat is saying it's a pendant, so why do it? There's never been anything on a pendant boss, so I wouldn't worry about it. Oh, what do you know? Never
well,
punished.
okay. Never punished.
Punished. All right, so Andy now heading to pod, still with only 4 keys, so he's going to skip out on that same check that Jamo did. Though he might, but since he's already done the back, he might do the vanilla big key chest instead. We'll see.
He could, well, on Blue Mail and 12 Hearts, save scumming isn't great.
Yeah, he's definitely not save scumming. All right, Iced Tea, what do you got? Nothing.
So now we're down to just the boss, and or did we not check? No, we're orphaning the big chest because we don't have the big key.
No, he got the big key.
Oh right, he did get. Oh right,
Yeah, he
yes,
got it.
You found
He
it. That was the whole thing.
Yeah. So far, just a shovel. So Fire Rod has to be on Cold Stare, right? Rule of Fire. It's the law. Gotta find something soon. I feel like we're running out of locations. Catfish has just kind of been out there. Neither runner wants to do that because it's literally just a terrible one-off check. That shovel kind of stinks too.
Yeah, with it being inverted.
Oh, there we go. I mean, TBD. I mean, those bits are different in inverted compared to other modes. It does unlock some stuff.
As discussed, the only thing it hard locks is King's Tomb.
But it also could lock our progression, right? It could lock the mirror.
Right. Right. If mirror's on Smith Chain, then.
Right. Oh, but this lets Jamo fly over to desert. It does make routing a little bit easier, which is nice.
So he'll get his Master Sword at some point while he's over here.
Yeah, after he finishes desert. Yep. All right, so Andy's got a choice. Does he go to the back for Harmless Hellway, or does he do Vanilla Big Key Chest? And he's doing Harmless Hellway. So both of our runners skipping the same check in pod. That's good for Jamo. And he's going to finish up desert here and pick up another crystal. And I think it's safe to guess that Andy's going to head over to ice after this. So yeah, he might go to Hookshot Cave. That's a possibility. Oh, right. He didn't do the big chest. That incentivized him to do Harmless Hellway over Vanilla Big Key Chest. Okay.
Okay, putting in another prediction. Do we get the Fire Rod first or the Mirror?
I'm going to say Mirror. That would be my guess.
Fire Rod would give us 2 crystals, though.
All right. Into the back of desert for Giammo. Picking up his, 4th crystal? 2 pendants down. This is not all dungeons, but you never know.
I mean, that Swamp Small could be anywhere but Swamp and GT. Well, it could actually be Vanilla and Swamp, but it couldn't be anywhere else in Swamp.
Yeah, let's see what they want to know. Oh, we're going to get a catfish check here from Andy. This is new information. We do have Spike Cave, as Warp Jig, one of the pugs, is pointing out. That's also a possibility. Catfish was a big factor in the race from earlier today. See if it plays a factor here.
What did it have earlier?
The GT Big.
Oh, that's kind of a bit. Oh, it's a small 2.
Swamp Palace! Gotta get
boy.
that one. I mean, there's definitely time, but that's a big one.
Now, fortunately, Catfish isn't as annoying of a check as it is in Inverted because you can just flute to 2. But it is still a lot.
It is, but tell that to Ravis. I'll just say that. And honestly, Giammo too. Like with the mitts, it's gonna keep him away from Catfish for a while, I think. All right, Giammo gonna check here, gonna get his sword, and
Probably check Bombos too while he's at it. And then, like, does he start doing things like Smith Chain?
yeah, I think you.
Wait, did Giammo? Oh, I guess he can just jump off the ledge after Bombos.
This is quicker. That way you can just save and quit out of.
And he misses the Bombos cutscene because he knows he doesn't have to go back for it.
Yeah. So just say if you're playing Inverted or you're playing this week in the league, don't skip Catfish. Just don't do it. It's pretty free and not worth losing a race over. So
what does Giammo have left? Flute to 5. Yeah, I figured probably check Saha.
Yeah, he's got that green pendant, so that's pretty big.
Then do you dive Eastern?
No, I never. Eastern's just so slow for just selfie checks.
And he still has all this random stuff. We haven't seen Shovel, we haven't seen King's Tomb, we haven't seen Smith Chain.
And Shovel really sucks because when are you gonna go there? All right, so green pendant was nothing. All of the hearts, so Giammo could take all of the damage now.
Giammo's running out. Are you sure he's not going into Eastern?
It's possible. I mean, this is what Andy did. Okay, he is going to Eastern. Okay.
Yeah, I just feel like if he were doing anything else, he would have saved and quit.
So what are we looking for? We're looking for Fire Rod and the Mirror. Is that it?
Yep. That would put us in no mode.
That Swamp Small is not great. I mean, if you're rooting for the pugs, it's great. If you're rooting for 3 not great.
Meanwhile, Andy most of the way through ice here.
Yeah, pick up his mitts, and then let's see what he wants to do.
Wonder where the other swords are.
Probably just GT.
Probably.
If this last check here in Eastern's nothing, I think Jamma's gonna feel a little behind. I mean, everything that he's got after this is like terrible one-offs. Like the Smith chain sucks without the mirror, but that's precisely why it's probably just sitting there.
Naturally. I mean, it's not that horrible because as Andy gets his mitts, you loot to 3, you grab the Smith, you go up to Cat Portal, you turn in the Smith.
Yeah.
Then you have to save and quit to do Hammer Pegs and Purple Chest.
Oh no. Eastern Palace Vicky is vanilla.
Well, guess we're pulling Ped.
Boy.
I mean, you have 2 pendants already at this point. You know, in for a dime, in for a dollar. You're pulling Ped, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, we.
If this, but if this is a big time sink if it's not here, right? Because if it's the progression is here on the Smiths, it's unlikely that Andy makes his way here. And
yeah, I mean, I think if Andy gets progression on the Smiths, he already has a bit of lead because of the Swamp Small, and then his lead becomes insurmountable.
Yeah.
Barring some, like, really bad thing happening. I mean, I guess, you know, if Jammo also finds progression here, it'll be a while before Andy gets it. That would be the mitigating factor.
All right, there's a 5th pod key. Oh my gosh, there's the mirror. Oh boy.
After our vanilla Eastern big key.
Two pendant bosses holding progression. Alrighty. What a
So
oh, there's the fire rod. Oh my gosh. In Dig Game.
Wow, so that resolves the prediction really quickly. We found the mirror about 5 seconds before the fire rod.
Okay, so this is the race. GMO needs to go to Dig Game. Which isn't as bad now that he's got the mirror, and he needs to go to Catfish. Andy needs to go beat Eastern without the Eastern big key. Go, you know what I mean? It's there, but he doesn't know that.
Yeah, Andy is not the sort of person to do that. But yes, it certainly makes Smith Chain a lot more palatable.
So he found the mirror before he found the fire rod.
Oh,
right?
Ped pull incoming. Blind Ped pull, get your hype in.
Yeah, at this point it's dead, but
yeah. I mean, it could have a sword. That could actually make a difference for quality of life. Oh, fairy in a bottle.
Fairy?
Yeah. Jammo's gonna. Why not?
I mean, we're
only 15 hearts red mail.
I know. Really, Jammo? All right. Okay, so with the mirror, just trying to think about that shovel. That's fire rod, so that will give him Skull Woods. He'll do Turtle Rock. Yeah, I think Jammo's in a better position with. I don't know.
I mean, Yeah, he doesn't have that much left. I feel like he will run out of stuff to do before too terribly long.
Okay, he's gonna get the fire rod here, right? He's gonna mirror, get the purple chest, and then run it down to Gary.
Well, he'll swing by Dig Spot to get his fire rod.
Yeah, so then he's just looking for. Then he just needs to go to Catfish, which I was wondering where is that flute? What was doing that flute? That was just a mistake.
Mismenuing. But okay,
so is Andy gonna do? Andy's probably gonna do Easter now, right? No.
No, I was thinking maybe Andy would try to finish off TR, though I guess it is just one check.
It's 2. He hasn't done the.
Oh yeah, he never did Lava Chest.
Oh man, so now he's skipping. I guess he could do Dig Game after, or not Dig Game, the shovel after this. Just hope he doesn't forget about it. He's got the mirror out, so.
Well, it looks like he's gonna go over and do some digging. Oh no, he's dipping Swamp for the one check. We know he won't get farther than the first chest.
Andy can do Pyramid Fairy too.
No, he doesn't have the mirror.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's just
really close to the fire rod, and then he just needs the Swamp Small. But Andy has to go all the way through Eastern for the mirror, and he has to know to do Eastern without the big key.
All right, this should be the shovel. Yeah, pick up the compass while you're there. Why not?
And here's Andy doing TR. Makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense too. Jammo will probably do the same. I mean, we're a race to the go mode, right? Like, so Andy needs to get to Eastern. Jammo needs to get to Catfish. Oh, he fluted to 2 for a second. Got a little excited there.
No, I mean, you're definitely finishing off Skull Woods at this point.
Yeah. And Turtle Rock. I mean, I feel like going up to the mountain's not the worst play.
Yeah, it's only one item for... Well, I guess there's also Spike Cave. We still haven't seen that.
Oh, right. We haven't seen this side either. The 3 checks, or the 2 checks in the front here.
Oh, right. Jammo, of course, will be able to route this a bit differently with the mirror.
Why is the game so... I shouldn't call my teammates races. This is too stressful.
At least you're not teamed with Julo. Imagine what his teammates feel like every time they watch him.
For sure. Yeah. Jammo is having a little bit of trouble getting through this room, but is able to be.
Speaking of damage, I just noticed Andy's only at 4 hearts. And Jammo did not want that full magic decanter.
He's just going to hammer. Yeah, he's got red mail and all that stuff, so. Million hearts.
Oh, very nice.
I think he probably goes up and kills Trinex. I think, get that next crystal, that 6th crystal, and then just kind of be done with the mountain. Maybe do Spike Cave after that. He's got what? Already purple. I'm trying to think. He's got Pyramid Fairy now, though he doesn't know it. But yeah, he's gonna go to Turtle Rock, finish that off. I think he might last location that the Catfish. So I think he probably does Pyramid Fairy before that. And then Andy's not.
Yeah, where's Andy gonna go?
I mean, Eastern's gonna come up for Andy sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's stuff like King's Tomb.
Yeah, Andy can't do Pyramid Fairy, but Jammo will save some time and not having to go through the entirety of Turtle Rock. He'll save the end, the last two after killing Trinex. So he'll actually probably kill Trinex.
Oh, right, because Trinex gives you the free warp to the beginning.
Yeah. So that mirror saving him quite a bit of time in Turtle Rock.
Yeah, we're gonna get nearly simultaneous Trinex fights.
Yeah. Still no silvers, still no tempered sword, but we have a lot of GT, even though you're not going to see any GT because they're going to go mode it.
This is a serious menu boss, though, when you don't have tempered. Oh, wow, Jammo's actually doing it with the sword. Was not expecting that. Down goes Trinex for Andy as Jammo gets on to the final phase.
So at this point, I think Jammo gets to Swamp Small before Andy gets to Armos Knights.
And just a quick recap for those of you who might be joining late. Swamp is our 7th crystal. Andy can't get there because he needs the mirror off of Armos Knights. The Eastern Big Key is vanilla. And Jammo can't get there because he needs the Swamp Small off Catfish. Oh, so this is now going to be Spike Cave for Andy.
Yeah. Jammo might just do the same thing, just dash over there after these two checks here in Turtle Rock. I think the best play for Andy, and might be the only play, would be Eastern. So how quickly can Jammo get to Catfish is the question.
Yeah. Well, I guess... Yeah, what does Andy have besides Eastern and King's Tomb?
I think that's about it.
And that's the Eastern play for Andy, so yeah, clock's going to be ticking on Jammo.
Yeah, here we go.
And that is not a flute to 2 for Jammo.
Nah, this is Pyramid Fairy.
Oh, makes sense. At least Eastern isn't a super quick dungeon or anything, so race is still close, but clock's definitely ticking.
This is King's Tomb first.
Actually, if he's over here, Catfish could be a play.
Don't need those. All right. 128.56. Andy is in Eastern and on his way to his go mode. What is Jammo gonna do now? Pyramid.
Okay,
Pyramid Fairy. Yeah. I don't know
At
why
least-
runners have such an aversion to catfish in this mode.
Gamma Chew.
Is that what happened? He's influenced it?
Yes. What did the bomb bender just say?
I don't know. That was weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Let's catch it when it hits the restream. You are carrying too much crap.
Oh, he tried to pick up bombs instead
Oh.
of the red bomb.
Oh, I see. Right. He has a full bomb inventory, so that was the issue.
Okay, so I think catfish is next. So I think Gemma will have. Gosh, oh no.
No, Magic Back could be next.
Yeah, I think Magic Back has to be after. I think you do catfish first. Yeah, there's a flip.
Okay, here's the catfish play.
Okay, so now we're gonna put Andy on the clock then.
Yeah.
But he's not. He's already on the clock. I mean, we already know where he's on his way. He's gonna get the
Right.
bikini and go to Armo's
Right.
night.
We have a race, but Jammo's gonna get the Swamp Small before Andy gets the mirror. And so then it's just execution.
Yeah, and we are on Master Sword Silverless, so
There's always a sword in Swamp, right?
I mean they're not gonna open much.
Yeah, that's the question. How many checks do? You probably do Diver Down and Waterfall, since you're Master Sword Silverless. And Andy, like Jammo, has the same, like, pause! Oh, that's the vanilla big key.
All right, into swamp, but he forgot to drain it. Giving away time. We don't have time for this.
Yeah, Andy now 2 rooms away from Armos.
Andy just saves and quits. Doesn't pick up the pendant, right? He'll just grab the mirror and then save and quit.
I would think not. Well, he could even grab the mirror and mirror out.
I don't think he can.
I think you can from a pendant.
Maybe,
Especially pendant. Well, remember also the door opens once you beat Armos. Oh, no, that's
Oh.
only after you grab the pendant. Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's this.
you're right.
There's the save
Save
and
and
quit.
quit. Sorry, I forgot my order of operations.
I mean, this is way too close to her comfort. So I'll take it away, Drowsy.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that can happen on the GP
Man,
climb, that's
yeah,
for sure.
for sure.
Though both of these runners had excellent execution. I mean, both of them went pretty deep into the spoiler tourney.
I like the awareness to pick up some arrows there as we're heading to GT.
Yeah, I need to get through the mimics.
A sword. There's a desert small.
Yeah, I don't think we're going back into desert.
Skullwood small.
Moth's in logic now.
Great. So what's the difference? 132.03, 133.14. So
And
just
yeah,
just over a minute.
I guess unless Armos has a sword or silvers, we're doing a Master Sword Silverless climb and then opening chests at the top.
Yeah, they'll definitely open the 4 at the top, but that's, I imagine, it.
And for safeties, it's kind of interesting. Andy has half magic, Jammo has powder.
Oh, right.
I think I'd rather have half magic than powder.
Oh, for sure.
Especially because Jammo rescued the fairy on Ped.
Right. All right, there we go.
Nice clean kill.
It's rewarded with the mirror shield and off to GT, which is on top of Hardware Castle now.
So that was about 134.25 for Crystal Grab.
All right. So, not an all dungeon seed, but minus Agate Tower, both runners going to finish all 10 dungeons.
Yeah, it's the all dungeons that you wish you could have.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Full clearing Eastern was hard required. Thieves, you had to go deep, at least if you were Jammo, because TR4 was there.
Wait, the hookshot was on blind too.
So. Oh, the hookshot. Okay. I forgot that's where the hookshot was. Okay, so Thieves, you absolutely had to clear. Cold Stare had mitts. I can't remember if mitts were actually required.
Yes, right? Wasn't there something on Smith Chain or something? No. Were mitts not required?
Yeah, I don't think mitts were actually required, though they certainly help you get around. But it is interesting when all 3 pendant bosses have a major item.
Yeah. It was really fortunate for Jammo then that I guess it wouldn't have mattered. The mitts I don't think made that much of a difference, but him not hitting the switch there, and then if the Ice Palace big key wasn't there, not getting those mitts. Again, I don't think they were required. I don't think they unlocked anything. So maybe he lost time. But all right, here we are in the gauntlet. Jammo through gauntlet 1 and 2. Andy now entering GT. This is Jammo's race to lose at this point. He does have the lead, and we are in full execution mode. No one has an advantage other than the half magic, which doesn't really change much, especially since Jammo can use all the magic he wants. He's got 2 blue bottles, so if he wants to spend a bunch of magic.
Oh, did he get a second blue?
He got 2 blues when he went to the ferry. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see him toss the second bottle in. I thought he'd only tossed 1.
Lane mode jumped kind of the wrong way. Wasn't able to get him, but nicely done there. And off to Wizrobes as Andy gets ready to make his way through the gauntlet.
Yeah, that's a surprisingly comfortable lead. Andy hasn't even hit the gauntlet, and Jammo's already about to hit Wizrobes too.
I mean, Ganon is the equalizer, right? Like, we never want to talk about really Ganon
Right.
falls and stuff, but Master Sword Silverless isn't free. It's
Yeah,
not
I was
free.
gonna say, Master Sword Silverless, this is definitely within a Ganon fall.
Or even if you just have a bad Ganon fight.
But there are 4 checks up here that we are about to see what's in them.
Yeah, we haven't skipped a lot, so it feels, I mean, the swords could be in the basement. There's a lot of checks in the basement, so.
Or left side swamp or whatever. But
Right.
there are 2 swords and a bow out there, any of which would help us.
That's not a sword. That's not a sword. And Andy having a little trouble with the fight there as well. That's also not a sword or silvers.
One
Down
more
to 1
shot.
check. Yeah. I mean, Jammo got bullied by Moldorm earlier. But not today, Moldorm. Not today. And those are not swords or silvers.
Wow.
So, Master Sword Silverless. Jammo's pretty well versed with the Samaria strats, so pretty confident in this fight coming up, especially with all the safeties that he's got.
just is a slog. It's 52 spins.
Yeah, it is a lot.
You
Nice
think that
triple
counted
there.
as a triple, or were they
Think
too
so.
close?
I think so. That was a 0, though.
Yeah.
Did he get a double there? So we'll find out here. If he hits 1, if it was a triple. It was.
Okay.
Okay.
So 3-0-2-1.
All right. Andy on a Moldorm 2 fight. Here we go.
Andy's
Settle
not going to
in.
risk covering.
No, there's no way.
Much to the disappointment of chat. Okay, so hitting the Ganon floor at 140-20. Ooh, nice Samaria strats.
All right, I'm just going to watch. All right. I'll let you do the commentary. I'm just going to sit and watch.
Well, can Jammo do the 2-in-1? No, that's a 3 cycle for first phase. Can he get the 1 cycle on the second phase?
And he's
No.
picked up some time there with the Aga fight.
Yeah, and Jammo just had a 3+2 for the first 2 cycles of Ganon.
I mean, that's fine. Andy's got to make up. It comes down to phase 4 here.
Right, how many triples can you get?
Yeah.
Okay, so 58-second difference dropping into Ganon.
Okay, so silvers were just up in GT somewhere. All right, does get the torch glitch. That's pretty big. And swipe away. Here we go.
Spin to win. Yeah, I think Andy didn't gain any time on the first 2 cycle.
Yeah,
first 2
not doing-
phases.
Yeah, not doing the smartest strats definitely makes it a little bit slower, but it's always exciting when we have both runners on Ganon at the same time, right?
Yeah,
Right,
and I can't count to 24, so
Yeah, I'm not counting. I'm just holding my breath.
maybe he's about halfway now. Nice triples.
Yeah, really well done. All right, so Andy now into phase 4. So again, this is Jammo's race to lose. But Andy did a nice job to catch up.
I guess about 7 or 8 more spins Jammo needs.
Just a little too early.
Oh,
There it is.
Okay. Better pacing than I thought. Get your
All right.
GGs in.
That was super stressful. I'm not gonna lie. I obviously have a little bit of a bias here since I'm on one of the teams, but that was a hell of a race. And yeah, GG's to GMO.
Yeah, seriously. 143.32. And Andy, of course, going to finish this out since he's already on
Yeah.
phase 4.
Yeah, nice and close. I mean, well executed, well, super fun run to watch from both runners, and yeah, a couple things here and there go a different way, and you know, when the race is close, so many little things could move it one way or another. So
Yeah, and get your GGs in for Andy taking down Ganon. I think at the end of the day, Jammo doing the Eastern play was the deciding factor. But there were definitely a lot of little things that went one way or the other. And Andy's time is 1:44.26, so a 54-second difference here.
Yeah, GG's to them both. Great race. Big win. Whoever won this one, right? Like, this is Pugs are obviously one of the favorites of the league. 3 off the tee has 2 really good runners, and
and some third guy who's sitting in the golf booth with me.
Right. Yeah. And so these are the races that separate who gets better seeding in the playoffs. So GG's to them. See if we can get them
and your
here
team is now 6-1 at the midway point.
Yeah, that feels pretty good.
See if we can get them in here. Oh. Okay, we are joined by both of our runners. GG's, guys.
Yo,
GG's.
Yeah, tell me about how you guys were feeling as maybe you went into the light world, right? Like, you get the gloves off of Turtle Rock. You have that whole sequence where basically both understandably last located the medallion. But as you're heading into the light world, how you feeling? And then kind of talk about the race overall.
Terrible, because I died on Laser Bridge.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I mean, at this point,
awful.
like, there wasn't really. I don't see any way where you. I don't know. Pyramid just is so bad.
Yeah, it really is.
But like,
No,
it's not even that Super Bunny is even that much better. But it's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
I don't
was
know.
like, yeah, you could save one mountain climb if you do
Yeah.
first, but whatever.
When,
Like, I didn't feel
when I
that
did
bad about
Super
that.
Bunny, and it was nothing, I was like, I swear to God, if there's just a medallion on Pyramid Ledge, I'm gonna be so mad.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But then,
I wonder, did you spend the small key NTR on Lava Chest?
no, I was gonna scum it.
Yeah, so I should have done that. I spent it, and then I was like, wait, that was really stupid, because now
Yeah.
I'm like, have to find the 4th TR small. So that was the reason I felt bad going to Light World. I was like,
We had a
this TR small is going to be on my mind the whole time.
We had a prediction whether that was a pendant or a crystal, because I was a little, not gonna lie, a little worried in the booth as you spent that 4th key or that 3rd key.
Yeah, getting that in Thieves Town was relieving. But
yeah,
I mean,
especially with like, Quake hammer to kill the pokies with, right? It was like, I didn't really want to go to Lava Chest first, so I was gonna Laser Bridge, die to Big Chest, and then
double pokies. I didn't have magic for the Quake, so I just had to like Fighter Sword spin them 20 times while I was on one shot. I was so nervous. I was not ready for that.
Yes, we did notice that.
But
I was not prepared for that start to the seed.
With the early Hyrule Castle key, and hammer glove light world access, my plan is usually like Saha to escape and then just do a big loop and then figure out what the hell I want to do after that. I loved. God bless early Hyrule Castle small key and inverted. Let me tell you.
Yeah. So I didn't do Saha, but I did Hyrule Castle into the north stuff. Yeah. So I got the boots up there.
Yeah, the mid game was you guys just kind of following each other, both trading off. You both kind of did a big loop around the light world, which is understandable. And then you each chose different dungeons to dip in. It came down to Andy, you got that swamp small, but you last location the mirror. And then Jammo, you were looking for Fire Rod and Swamp Small, and you got the Fire Rod, and then did everything but Catfish to get that Swamp Small, which again was super understandable. But
it's funny because right before this race, I was like timing Catfish from a flute. I was like, it takes like 35 seconds. I was like, this is not the worst one-off check in the world. Like, maybe I shouldn't last locate this all the time. And then I still just kept choosing things other than Catfish. Until I finally got Powder, I was like, powered it from Pyramid Fairy, but I was like, it's so garbage to go back to powder. Like, I should still do catfish first. It's probably twice as fast to do catfish than to do powder.
So you guys entered go mode. Each hit your go mode within like a minute, and I think we timed it 1 minute and 1 second of each other. Jamo just had the lead, and came down to execution. No silvers, no tempered, and you both.
Yes, I lost like 10 seconds in the whole end game or something like that.
Yeah, I think your Aga 2, you lost, I think you did 3 cycles or 4 cycles.
No, that was 4 cycles. That was bad. Yeah. My Ganon was pretty bad. I missed a lot of spins. I was pretty
I missed
nervous at the end.
I missed hitting Ganon some. The first one was just like a quick spawn that I couldn't charge my sword in time on phase 3. I missed the first spin. And then I don't know how that like third one missed. I swear my spin went like straight through his belly, and it was just like, no.
For whatever it's worth, your Ganon fight was 4 seconds faster than Jamo's.
4 seconds, okay. Yeah, I kept fire routing too early and getting off cycle. I kept jumping the gun on that. That was bad.
Yeah, phase 4 was fine. Phase 1 was phase 1 and 2 are always just like, whatever. Who cares about the time loss on phase 1 and 2 with Master Sword? I think it was like a 3-2?
I think you both had a 3-2.
I did 3-2, yeah. Without cape, you can't really do much better than that. If it's cape, I do 3+1, but... Wait, so did you have to do TR from the front if you lost location in the mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually saved a bunch of time for Jamo there.
Yeah. I was trying to think, like, I mean, you might have got to go mode more stuff than me by having mirror go mode. Maybe not, though. I guess, was it only Swamp that's, like, locked by mirror?
Pyramid Fairy.
Okay.
Yeah, right, I don't think the Mitt, so each pendant boss had something. Mitts,
hookshot,
and mirror.
So dumb. So dumb.
Jamo, this would be if it was an AD, then you don't feel bad about doing it.
Yeah. I don't think you needed the mitts. I don't think the mitts did anything, but
no.
Jamo, did you remember that you didn't hit the switch going into Ice Palace?
That
was on purpose?
I knew you were going to say that because it happened in our co-ops.
Yeah.
Yes, Spear said it when it happened in the game.
No, but it's because the first check told me it was a pendant. So I was like, I'm just not going to hit the switch and not beat the boss unless I get the big key in here. And then it ends up being faster if I get the big key as well. So
I think it would have been fine if you didn't, because all you needed really logic. I mean, the mitts didn't do anything. It gave you the shovel was what you needed out of Ice Palace. So,
right.
I don't think the mitts locked anything.
No,
I mean,
I didn't do King's Tomb, but
yeah, because we got hookshot, and then if you have hookshot, the only thing is King's Tomb. And King's Tomb was a GT small, so I did do it.
Nice.
It baited me thinking it was a swamp small, but...
Well, if you don't have the mirror, right, you can't get to, like, Smith's, so... But the mirror was on Artemis Night, so...
Yeah, like, you did mirrorless Smiths, I guess, right? By having the mitts from... Yeah. So at least I got to do...
Yeah, I did...
Mirror.
Yeah, from Ice, I grabbed the Smith... and then turned him in, did shovel, got the fire rod, and I was like, oh god, like, what do I do? So I did skull, and I was like, man, I should just do purple chest and hammer pegs. So I fluted after skull. Or wait, no, I think I save and quit out of skull, but then I still fluted back to the village to do it, and then did Turtle Rock without a mirror from there. And then at that point, all I had left was Eastern and King's Tomb. So.
Yeah. Got a question from chat. Any consideration for checking Hope Stalfos for sword silvers? I'm guessing no.
Yeah.
No.
I think that's too much. I mean, if I'm Master Sword silverless, I'll check top of GT, but like, not because there's a good chance you'll get something on top. And the thing is, like, if you do a really good Master Sword fight, I forgot we were timing this recently. Like, it loses like, I don't know, a minute or something. But like, are you gonna spend like 30-40 seconds doing Stalfos room when you're not even guaranteed to get something from that?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a bit.
Yeah, I was debating like on my way up whether I wanted to go back in.
Oh, I forgot you could go back in as well.
Right, because it's right there.
Yeah, but like
true,
you know,
actually,
if there's nothing there, it's just raw time loss.
Yeah, it's just
so like I don't know. I mean,
Like, are you committing to going to
maybe
Randomizer
if I
it's
wasn't
not
like red mail, half magic, 15 hearts, then like.
Oh, I didn't get that half magic
consider it.
because I was on Fighter Sword at that time.
Oh, rip.
Yeah.
So my full loop, because I knew where the book was, I didn't want to like last locate Hook in desert area. So because I did Saha, Hobo, Hylia, Hyrule Castle, and so I ended up doing like CAC South, and then I did Agina checkerboard before Mini Moldorm. Because I did not want to last locate something in desert area, knowing the book was at the top of Death Mountain.
You guys should just gigabrained it right into Eastern right away. Got that mirror.
Yeah, that's true. GFV. Whenever I see a hint on PED that's like not just Couch Cash or something, it confuses my brain. I'm like, wait, is that a Fire Rod hint?
Oh yeah, Andy, are you going in to check GT basement now?
Yep, I'm gonna see how much time I would have saved.
But also, I shouldn't have done PED there because I realized after, like, if I get Fire Rod, then it's so much better to combo it with Skull. I shouldn't have walked all the way up to that. That was bad.
Well, GG's to you both, Andy, GMO. You guys feeling good about the season? I mean, you're now what 4-3. GMO, you're 6-1. We're kind of hit this is like the halfway point of the season for both teams.
Yeah, 6-1's pretty good. I'll take it.
Yeah, we've played some tough teams first 4 weeks, so 4-3 is fine, I think. You know. Yeah, oh, there's a tempered in Stalfos room. Wow. No silver though.
It's just that's just too much of a time loss for that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you're probably losing time overall.
I could have been in Swamp as well because I only did stuff on the way in Swamp.
Yeah.
Right, well, you were both in go mode by the time you were doing Swamp.
Yeah. I mean, at least you didn't have to enter Swamp an extra time to do the first check, because I did that looking for the Swamp.
Any other thoughts or anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Let's hope that our second race has a better seed than this one, for the love of God.
Yeah, let's hope so. And GG. Thank you guys for the restream. And
yeah, GG's guys.
Enjoy the honeymoon, Andy.
No, thanks. Yeah, thanks for. I reached out like a week and a half ago. I was like, hey, I can only play on Monday.
Yeah.
If you guys can play on Monday, then I'm racing.
That's awesome.
But yeah, GG's guys. Thanks for accommodating my 1 day availability this week.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, that other race is tomorrow, by the way, at 6 p.m. Eastern between Homemade Beer and Dante. So a bunch of clowns are out playing that one. So I imagine a bunch of skips and silliness to happen in that race.
Also has a great race note. Ancient clay ocarinas date back over 12,000 years, making them among the oldest known musical instruments in human history. So there you go. Something to think about as you watch these teams play.
Alrighty, everyone, thanks for hanging out with us. This is the last of the invitational races for tonight. Back tomorrow with Thelane versus Ascend at 2 p.m. Eastern. Mentioned Homemade Beer and Dante at 6 p.m. 9 p.m. we got Leaf and Zafkill, and then a bunch more races.
Great matchup.
Yeah, and then a bunch of more races throughout the week. So if you're enjoying Inverted, and the first 2 seeds for this mode has been pretty bananas. Yeah, just stay tuned for all the action. Drosty, thanks for doing comms with me. I always appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for joining me. It was a blast. It's been forever since we've done this.
Yeah, been a while. But that's gonna do it for us. So thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, let's just take one moment to see if there's anything to get you over to here. Nope, looks like the next thing is actually at 11 o'clock. This channel will be back on for Zelda 1 Rando, so stick around here and check out his different Zelda Rando in half an hour. And other than that, we'll see you around.